video out, I need you to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. The Cash App and the PayPal information will be in the description box. So that's how we get in. All right, so let's talk about it. So Monique, Monique and D.L Hughley have been going back and forth over this contract situation. Um, that's what Monique has made this out to be. Um, then when we find out further down the line, when things go back and forth and escalate, contract this, contract that, um, Monique comes out with her husband and she claims. So now Monique got us looking crazy. The ones that was supporting Monique, she got us looking crazy. But we gotta keep it unbiased as possible. We gotta look at both sides. And that was looking like D.L Hughley might be right about this situation because when it comes to the when it comes to the contract, she made it look like it was a contract thing, right? But if you keep listening to Monique and seeing her actions, she started to let you know it's not about the contract. Now, first it was the contract, then um, she's like, "Oh no, it's years of stuff." So is it the contract or is stuff before? Which one is it? And then now she brings in D.L. Hughley's daughter. Oh, you let a man touch your daughter, and like, what is his daughter got to do with this? And then she follows it up with, "Oh, comedian just like you." What about all the stuff you said? And I think you wrote a book that skinny women are evil. What are you doing? See, this is the problem with certain individuals. When they come out and they make a statement, right? And they get people by. She did good her first round. And when it comes to the contract, blah blah. But then, she's supposed to stop. She kept on going, and more like he make more sense to Monique because she didn't know how to shut her mouth. She did her introduction. Boom. A lot of people was on Monique's side. A lot of people. But she kept on digging and digging. And when you start looking at D.O. Hughley responses, he starts to make more sense than Monique. Now Monique, if you look at it in an unbiased eye, an assessment and assess it with unbiasedness, now D.O. Hughley is the one who looks more responsible and more mature. Monique is the one who looks bitter and immature. She just shot herself in the foot. Why are you attacking his daughter? And now D.L. Hughley responded to the daughter thing. He gets on his show, has his daughter right there on the show. Has his daughter right there on the show. And he explains the situation. What happened? His daughter did come to him. He admitted that he did not believe her. He's like, "Oh, that's what kids do." But he said it still hurts him to this day. But he said that wasn't a man in that room. That was a 13-year-old, like my daughter was a 13-year-old who did that. Why would Monique and her husband lie and say it was a man? And D.L. Hughley has every right to be upset at that. Attack me, not my wife, not my dog, not my kids, only me. He's correct. The more Monique gets up there and try to spin a narrative that D.L. Hughley is this worst person because he attacked women, he's a comedian and he has a right to speak his mind on his show about whoever. See, when Monique first came at him, I was on Monique's side. Yes, he does attack everybody the way anytime he wants to. Yes, he does. But then when you start to listen to Monique explain herself and try to, muster up this narrative on D.L. Hughley, she not making no goddamn sense. When it comes down to um, that event and who was supposed to headline or not, that has nothing to do with D.L. Hughley. Again, I don't know the ins and outs of who is supposed to be headlining and who not. All we know is she had a headlining contract. He had a headlining contract. So it was the promoter. It's the event planner. It's the event planner and the promoter. That's it. Has nothing to do with D.L Hughley. D.L Hughley signed his contract a day after Monique signed her contract. So why is Monique shooting at D.L Hughley? And when you listen to Monique explain herself, oh brother, I was only taking shots at you all because you did this, but I was only joking. And it's like, but then what? Then this is not about a contract. Monique shot herself in the foot because she kept going and going and going. So she lied, y'all. Monique sprung the one who supported her. She sprung us through a whole lie. Now we don't know the truth about the kings and queen thing, about D.L Hughley hating on Monique to close the Kings and Queens show. We would never know the truth about that unless other people come out and tell us what it is. Even then, it could be a biased thing, so we will never figure that out. But Monique has stirred up this pot, and D.L Hughley is the one who ended up looking like the mature one. He never went after her childhood trauma. He never attacked any of that. Why did she attack his daughter and then say there was a man in there? There was never a man. That his daughter was right there and she could have corrected him. Daddy, it was a man. There was never a man who touched his daughter. That was a 13-year-old and a 13-year-old. Monique, what are you doing? This is why you got blackballed in the first place. This is why you got blackballed in the first place. Because you go overboard. If you go overboard that's with something that makes sense, I'm all for it, Monique. I'm all for it. But when you attack somebody's trauma and swear that I love us, and you lie just so you can get back at D.L Hughley, you don't love us at all. It's you versus DL, not his daughter and his wife. He has not attacked your husband yet. This is the problem with some people, man. They go overboard and then they want to use social media. I love us. No. Nuh-uh. I'm not picking no sides. I had to watch both sides. And I got swayed over here. I got swayed over here. I got swayed over here. But now that I sit back and I analyze all the back and forth, Monique is the one who is bull crapping. Monique is the one that is the problem. Monique does not know how to communicate. Sometimes it's okay to lash out, but Monique lashes out more than communicating. Even D.L Hughley like, bruh, you could have just called me, bruh. If you wanted to know what you thought happened, you could have just hit me up. You could have called me instead of going online. If you had a problem with anything I said or did, or what you thought I did, you could have called me instead of going online. And he's absolutely right. Monique is known for blasting out instead of talking. Communicate. D.L Hughley ain't got nothing against you. Why are you doing this? You could have just hit the man up. Again, when Monique went for the Netflix stuff, I'm with her on that. The women not getting the same pay as the man and whatever. Okay, Monique, I'm with you on that. You're not the only woman who says this. But when you take it to these other levels, it's like, bruh, you gotta chill, bruh. You gotta chill with this. Anything like the woman having equal pay or getting respect and all of that, I'm with you on that. But when you doing this other stuff, like bothering people, kids, and putting a man inside of the trauma that's not there, and I'm not with that, Monique. Like, no, that's sad. D.L Hughley is the one that's more mature right now. You cannot use D.L Hughley comedy specials and certain type of things that he do on certain shows against him when you are a comedian yourself. You can't take a comedian words and then say he don't like black women when you are a comedian who shoots at black women too. Monique, you looking crazy, man. You looking crazy. And this is why 50 Cent told you, stop running your mouth and just go do the work. Do the work is way it outnumbers and outweighs you just running your mouth. You pay him back with success, not running your mouth, and that is the problem. You didn't listen. 50 Cent told you to stop. 50 told you, Monique, chill, but you still don't listen. You gotta have the last word. And I'm not saying that D.L Hughley, because D.L Hughley would definitely give you the last word. But in this situation, he doesn't look like the one that's wrong. When you look at both sides, when you assess both sides, D.L Hughley is the one that looked like, look, bro, like you shot at me. Like, what you doing, bro? If you had a problem, you could have called me. If you thought I stepped on your toes, you could have called me. D.L Hughley is right. Whatever you thought that I did, you could have called me, bro. Because we cool like that. I deny working with you because you be wilding. He was right. I could have worked with you years ago. I could have helped you bring your career back years ago. But I said no because you be wilding. And then soon as he stepped out of his comfort zone and say, all right, I'm going to do a show with Monique. Guess what Monique do? Wild on him. He said it. Man, I turned down so many events to do with Monique because she be wilding. He finally let his guards down and she shoot at him. He finally said, all right, I'll do a show with Monique. He said, I turned down so many shows to help Monique get her career back. I turned down so many shows, bro. And I finally do it. She shoot at me. Sometimes you got to look at yourself, man. Sometimes you have to look at yourself. No matter what, even if some people do you wrong, you play a part in certain things. Monique is playing a part in her being blackballed. She's playing a part with people looking at her because she's not understanding her part. She needs to understand her faults in this. Not saying they don't have faults, but Monique is acting like she don't have faults in this. There's certain ways you can handle things. There's certain ways you can deliver things better. And she does not want to look at that. And having a husband who sit there do all of the bull crap and knowing that she's not right all the time, he pushes it. This is the problem that my dad and stepmom had. He sits there and lets her lie and do all this bull crap and he backs it up. I'm not gonna do that, bro. Now in public, I probably really don't want to blast her, but when we get out of that public, I'm on your ass. I'm not gonna let you embarrass me like this, and I'm not gonna just co-sign all this bull crap you doing. This is crazy. This is out of hand. Leave his daughter alone, Monique, and plus you're not even making no sense. You already told us that you was just shooting back at him because he shoots at people too, so I wanted to take a shot. Then you would switched it from that, and now you're talking about, oh, look at what he says in these interviews about black women and nappy head. Like, you do it too. Comedians do that. You do that. So what's the big deal? Like, nah, we not gonna do that. Comedians, they push the envelope. They go over this. They step over the line. So do you. D.L Hughley, I'm riding with D.L Hughley on this, man. Leave my daughter, my wife, and my dog alone. Shoot at me like I'm shooting at you, even though you shot at me first. It's not making no sense. It's your boy, man. Pass the lead. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. The Cash App and the PayPal will be in the description box. Y'all let me know what y'all think about D.L Hughley and Monique situation still going on, man. Week strong. Week strong. Monique is wrong for going after his daughter, making up that there was a man there. His daughter, D.L Hughley responded. His daughter was right there, so anything he said was wrong. She could have corrected him. Beautiful daughter, by the way. Beautiful daughter, by the way. Hey, man. D.L Hughley always been a man who speaks his mind. All right, and I used to watch his show a lot. I rocked with that show. I forgot the TV show name, but D.L Hughley always been one of those who speak his mind. Okay, you don't have to agree with everything, but he always been the one who speak his mind. Monique always been the one who speak her mind. So how can Monique say that he always speaking his mind, but ma'am, so do you? You never hold your tongue. He don't hold his tongue. What is the problem here? What's the problem here? Monique, in this situation, you're the problem. You could have called that black man and said, yo, did you step on my toes? Did you step on my toes? Because my contract said I'm the one. Nah, Monique. The contract says I'm the one. And then y'all both could have went to the promoter and said, hey, man, what's up with this? Her contract and my contract say we both supposed to be closing the show out. What's up? But Monique, nah. I'm riding with D.L Hughley on this. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Love yourself more than any relationship. Bang.